The Chronicle of Whispers. The legend spoke of it in hushed tones, a book known only as The Chronicle of Whispers. It appeared without warning, a dark stain on the shelves of forgotten antique shops in towns that time had overlooked. Its cover, a tapestry of ancient leather and unsettling carvings, seemed to hum with a silent, malevolent energy. To touch it was to feel a chill that seeped into your bones, a premonition of the horrors it contained. For centuries, it had woven its dark spell, drawing in the unwary, the curious, and the brave. Ilara, a historian with a penchant for the macabre, found herself drawn to the book in a small, out-of-the-way shop. The proprietor, a stooped old man with eyes like chipped glass, offered only a cryptic warning. Some stories are best left unread, but the book's pull was irresistible, a silent siren song promising untold secrets. She paid the exorbitant price, her fingers tingling as they closed around the cold, worn leather. A shiver, not entirely of excitement, ran down her spine. Back in the quiet sanctuary of her study, Ilara lit a single lamp, the flickering flame casting dancing shadows across the room. She opened The Chronicle of Whispers. The first chapter unfolded, a chilling tale of a lonely lighthouse keeper driven mad by the spectral ship that haunted his shores. As her voice echoed the words aloud, a sudden, inexplicable chill permeated the room. The air grew heavy, thick with the scent of salt, decay, and something else, something ancient and unholy. The story intensified. The lighthouse keeper, his sanity unraveling, watched as the ghostly vessel drew closer, its spectral crew beckoning him into the churning waves. Suddenly, a cold, wet touch brushed Ilara's shoulder. She gasped, whirling around, but found nothing but the empty air. Yet, when her gaze returned to the page, the ink seemed to shimmer, almost moving, as if alive. A faint whisper, like the rustle of old parchment, seemed to emanate from the very words. A primal fear urged Ilara to close the book, to cast it away, but her hands, as if bound by an unseen force, refused to obey. The pages turned on their own, revealing the next chapter. This one told of a child's porcelain doll, its painted smile twisting into a malevolent grin as it stalked its young owner. From the depths of her quiet home, Ilara heard a faint, distant giggle, followed by a soft, unsettling thud from an upstairs room. A terrifying compulsion, stronger than her own will, forced Ilara to continue reading. In the book, the porcelain doll, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light, advanced on the terrified child. In her own home, a shadow flickered in her peripheral vision, and a small, antique porcelain doll on her mantelpiece, a harmless trinket until now, seemed to have subtly turned its head, its cold, painted eyes fixed on her. The legends resurfaced in her mind, chilling whispers of readers who vanished, their fates sealed within the cursed pages. She noticed a new, faint illustration on a previously blank page, a small, terrified figure, vaguely familiar, trapped within the ghostly hull of a spectral ship. The ink on the page seemed to thicken, visibly darker, and a single, glistening drop detached itself, falling slowly like fresh blood onto the pristine paper. The whispers grew louder now, no longer subtle suggestions but insidious voices slithering into her mind. They promised an end to the terror, a release, if only she would finish the story. A horrifying realization dawned upon Ilara. The book was not merely cursed, it was alive, a sentient entity feeding on the fear it generated, binding the souls of its readers into its very fabric. She reached the penultimate chapter, a chilling account of the book's forgotten author, a man named Silas. He had bargained with dark forces, his ambition leading him to weave the souls of his victims into the very fabric of The Chronicle of Whispers. His last, desperate entry spoke of an unwritten final chapter, a void waiting to be filled. The final page was blank, pristine, save for a single chilling instruction etched in a script that seemed to writhe. The final chapter is yours to write. With your own blood, complete the cycle. A sharp, inexplicable pain lanced through Ilara's hand. A single, dark drop of her blood welled up, falling onto the waiting page. The book snapped shut with a hungry, satisfied sigh. And as you hold this story, dear reader, a chilling thought might take root. Could this, too, be the Chronicle of Whispers?